When we picture the future of automated warfare, our minds usually go straight to science fiction. We expect agile, humanoid machines, the kind seen performing backflips in viral tech demos. Many assume a robotic soldier must be a flawless, invincible, and expensive piece of hardware. Looking at recent defense procurement data and supply chain ledgers suggests a different economic path. China has bypassed the pursuit of humanoid perfection to focus on systems that are radically cheap and built for mass production. China's vast electronic supply chain allows the state to effectively print disposable robotic weapons. The center of gravity for military innovation has moved away from the research lab and onto the assembly line. Modern warfare favors the industrial base capable of yielding lethal, automated consumables at scale. The focus on cinematic, high-tech perfection has obscured a larger strategic threat. Evaluating the acrobatics of individual robots overlooks the industrial capacity required to field an entire army of them. There is a common assumption that a military must control every link in its supply chain to achieve dominance. Absolute pinnacle technologies still rely heavily on foreign manufacturing. The highest-end graphics processing units required to train advanced AI models are highly concentrated outside of Chinese supply chains. China's strategy involves an 80% good enough domestic substitution. Rather than chasing pinnacle microchips for every individual unit, they have mastered the mass production of mid-tier components like harmonic reducers and servo motors, the joints and muscles of a robot. This chart tracks the manufacturing cost of a quadrupedal robot. Localized component scaling brings a $100,000 platform down to a sub-$3,000 floor. Scaling manufacturing transforms these platforms into tactical consumables. At 90% less cost, its military utility changes. By achieving high-tier mechanical performance without needing the world's most advanced silicon for every individual unit, China has bypassed Western technological gatekeeping. These machines only require enough intelligence to find a target, making mass-produced hardware more relevant than electronic perfection. Autonomous robotic armies are often discussed as a distant, speculative concern. Physical deployments are already underway, evidenced during international operations like the joint China-Cambodia Golden Dragon exercises. These exercises featured squadrons of quadrupedal robots, machine dogs armed with assault rifles. They were integrated alongside human infantry units to execute high-intensity urban combat drills. This deployment follows a shift in Chinese military doctrine. They are moving toward intelligence-sized warfare, a system that replaces human-centric data sharing with automated coordination. Intelligentized warfare relies on heterogeneous unmanned swarms. These comprise thousands of aerial suicide drones and automated ground units operating in coordinated unison. The calculus changes when infantry feels no fatigue and requires no combat pensions. Removing the political burden of casualties allows commanders to take aggressive tactical risks. Traditional American military doctrine relies on platform-centric warfare. This approach emphasizes exquisitely engineered, singular assets. A modern $100 million fighter jet represents the pinnacle of this philosophy, requiring years of training and extensive logistical support for a single pilot. This graphic maps a severe cost asymmetry. A single $2 million defensive missile is weighed against thousands of $3,000 flying explosives. If the expensive defense platform fires its interceptors, the defending force bankrupts itself through successful hits. If the defending platform refuses to fire to preserve its budget, it is physically overwhelmed by the sheer volume of the incoming swarm. In modern warfare, production capacity outweighs lines of code. The decisive factor is the factory floor's ability to outproduce exquisite technology with massive disposable volume.